If you are new here, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe.
Get chicken strips.
Once again, if you are new here, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I post somewhat routinely. I've been really out of sorts lately just because of the pregnancy stuff and then also with school starting and all of that, but I hope to share that with you guys all very soon and get you guys updated on all of that. So once again, I'm gonna go through weeks 20 through 24. I'm only doing 4 weeks at a time. I'm currently 25 weeks pregnant. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, so as always, I'm gonna refer to my phone because my phone has my notes on there and I have a lot of notes and I wanna go through a lot of stuff with you guys. And again, like every video that I've posted about my pregnancy, this is going to be very TMI. So if you do not wanna hear about girly parts and pregnancy and all of the good stuff and the bad, then I would suggest clicking off of this video or just not watching it at all. I should say that in the very beginning when I introduce myself. So let's go ahead and just start with week 20. Week 20, I had my second trimester appointment, which was awesome. We got to see the baby. We actually haven't seen her since then, and I'm really eager to see her again. It's been a while. It's been 5 weeks, so I'm like anxious and excited. So I'm hoping that we get to see her next Monday for our next appointment. But yeah, that all went really well. Everything came out good. Week 20 is when, again, TMIs, okay? They're coming at you full throttle. So I started getting like crusties like on my nipples. And this was really weird for me because I was getting undressed, I was getting ready to get into the shower, and I looked down and there's like stuff on my nipple. And never been through pregnancy before, never had a baby before, so it was really weird for me to see that, and I was just like, whoa. And you know, this is when my boobs started to get a lot bigger as well. They became more swollen, more like tender on the sides, especially. But yeah, just the crusty, I mean, once like you showered and stuff, it came off easily or whatever. It's really gross to say, but yeah, it's all normal. It's all normal and it's all good signs, which is awesome. But I just didn't realize that it came so soon. So that's one thing that you may not know about. I always thought like that would be closer to the end of my pregnancy, which I was only still in the second trimester. So, okay, so I started peeing a lot more, and I say this in my notes, but I don't really think I realized what peeing a lot more meant, because now I think that I pee a ton. It's like every 10 minutes, every 10 to 30 minutes, she moves and I can feel it, and it just makes me have to go. Like in that instance, like right now. But I think what I'm saying when during week 20 is when I need to pee a lot is when I'm sleeping, because when I'm sleeping, I tend to like sleep not on my stomach anymore because it's too big. Shane's gonna interrupt my video. Shane, no, stop. You're gonna bring the dogs over here. Okay, stop. I have a tail whacking in my face.
Leave. What are you guys doing here? Go. Leave. Go. You guys shouldn't be over here. Jeez, look what you caused, Kendra.
What I meant by peeing a lot more than, I guess, was when I was sleeping. I was getting up a lot more because I don't sleep on my stomach anymore. Because one, it's just way too uncomfortable, and two, I shouldn't be. But I sleep on my side stomach area, and it pushes on my bladder sometimes, and then I have to like really go, especially if she's like kicking and moving around, which she really does at night a lot. And my belly was becoming more noticeable now, and when I say more noticeable, I mean for myself. A lot of people, they're like, oh no, you're still really tiny, but I was like, nope, there's a bump there, and everybody can see that there's a little bump there. So I was really excited about that, especially because everybody was coming at me. You know, I think I said in my last video saying, oh, is your baby okay? Like, you don't have a belly yet, you're like 4 months pregnant, I don't see anything, and I was just like really insecure about it, and I shouldn't have been, but I was. So moving on from that, we're gonna go on to week 21. This is where I stopped taking my daily naps, which was a really big change because I literally took a nap almost every single day of my pregnancy up until this point. But week 21 is when I started feeling really refreshed and really good, and feeling like I can go on walks and, you know, go exercise or be able to film or do whatever I wanted to do because I had the energy to do it. This is where I started cleaning a ton, and I mean like going all out, and Shane was like, are you okay? Because I would clean like the guest bedroom, I was cleaning his room, I was cleaning everywhere, let's just say that. Even though I was feeling really good, I was feeling really energized, I think a lot of it had to do with my hormones changing, and with my hormones evolving throughout this entire process, my skin started to break out really, really bad, and as much as I hate my skin breaking out, I would rather feel a lot better inside and being able to go do what I want to go do and have my face break out than anything. And also makeup doesn't help, so there's that too. And this is when, week 21 was when I started getting this line on my stomach, which I'll show you guys at the end of the video when I show you my belly bump, but sorry, like, I have some serious gas right now going on. But this is where I started getting like this line that is from the bottom of my belly button and goes down. It's a very dark defined line. This is when I started using the Palmer's Cocoa Butter formula. It's specifically for pregnant women. It helps reduce the appearance of stretch marks. So this is what it looks like. This is what I use. I love this stuff. I can't stand the smell of scents anymore. Like, I can't use body wash, I can't use lotion, I can't use my perfume, I can't use anything. And this, it doesn't make me nauseous, it doesn't make me feel any type of way. And honestly, you know how you like put lotion on and then, you know, it's kind of rubbed in all the way, but you're moisturized, so you're still kind of like tacky in a way. And you put your clothes on and it's all sticky and you're like uncomfortable feeling. This does not leave that, and this is why I love this stuff. It's like it rubs it into your skin and it just soaks, your skin just soaks it up, and it's amazing. I've been really loving this stuff, and honestly I'd probably use it even after being pregnant because, you know, I get stretch marks a lot on my hips. I've had them since before I was pregnant, and I feel like this would just be a nice lotion, to be honest. Week 22 is when I started experiencing some serious back and hip pain. It's my right hip, and it would shoot all the way down the right side of my leg, and then my back. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like on the right side of my spine, but it's like right there up against my spine, and it like is just reoccurring every time I take a step. I can feel it. It's really annoying and it's really painful, especially when I'm on my feet walking around a lot at work. It's really uncomfortable, but you got to get through it. It's just pain, you know, you got to take your Tylenol, you got to push through it. It's just something that we're going to have to deal with. So again, TMI. TMI, okay, major TMI, because I had an experience that was really, it's uncomfortable to talk about because it was just so weird. Okay, but I'm gonna talk about it. So, you know about varicose veins? Women in the pregnancy, even not being pregnant, women get that. People get this. It's just where your veins swell up. They have a lot of blood pumping to them in either your legs, your ankle, your feet. That's where a lot of them get them. But they can appear in your breasts and they can appear in your vagina. Not in your vagina, I should be more clear, on the outside of, you know, the lips, let's just say that. I told you, TMI, this is so gross, but I have to explain this because I didn't know anything about it and nobody ever talks about it, and it's just like, what do I expect? What should I do? Like, I didn't understand it at all. I was very confused, and I was very scared. I called my doctor and I was like, it's bumpy down there. Like, there's bumps. Like, I'm thinking, like, is this an STD? Like, is there something wrong with my baby? Is my baby coming out? Like, because it seriously looked like that. It was so swollen. I was in so much pain. I called my doctor and they immediately told me, you need to come in. So I drove to the doctor's office. I had them check me out. And he told me basically it's very common. Women do get this. It's just a lot of, stop texting me. I'm sorry, guys. It's just a lot of blood pumping down there. So your body's basically getting ready to give birth. So it's producing a lot of blood, and a lot of blood flow is going down there just because your body knows that you're going to lose a lot of blood while giving birth. So it's preparing for that, which is amazing. And the woman's body truly amazes me every single day. I am not joking about that either. We are incredible. But it is very uncomfortable, and something I would recommend if women do have this is a cold pack under there. Not an ice pack, not something like a block, something that's comfortable, something that's like flexible. One of those polar packs that you could just put in your underwear and just have there when it's cold. I wouldn't say frozen. I would say like mushy, like frozen, like cold, frozen cold, you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that definitely helps elevating your feet and getting off of your feet whenever you can. I would recommend it. It was really bad at this time, and for weeks I had this even in the beginning. Like, I want to say I had it around like week 14 up until this time, but it didn't actually like look down there until week 21, right? So it was just really uncomfortable. I didn't know what to expect. I've never heard anybody talk about this, so I thought that I would give you guys that information and just get over being nervous about it or uncomfortable about it, because it's normal. It's something that happens to women, and we have to deal with it. And it sucks. It does suck. It is very uncomfortable. Makes you want to cry sometimes when you walk, but you know, you get through it and it gets better. So when this happened, I was having a lot of problems pooping. So I had very bad constipation, and what I was doing was I wasn't able to push to go to number 2 because my downstairs was so swollen from those veins pumping that blood. So I was actually pushing out of the wrong spot and pushing the baby, and which was really bad. The doctor told me, you know, I could be dilating, and that was something that was really, really scary to me, but there was no signs of me bleeding. There was no pink discharge, so he told me I was okay. We handled it, and I'm grateful that everything has been okay so far. So I've been taking it very easy. I haven't been lifting very heavy. I've been doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing. But to shed some light on this process that I'm going through, she's been starting to kick during this week 21 immensely. She's like become such like a strong boxer. I'm telling you, like, it's insane. And Shane was actually finally able to feel her kick, and he was like freaked out by it. It was the cutest thing ever. I wish I got it on video because it was the most amazing moment. He was like so wigged out by it, but he thought it was cool at the same time, so it was really cool. That was definitely a moment that I enjoyed. Week 23, this hip and back pain started keeping me up at night, so I was up at night a lot during this week. I wasn't able to sleep. I had a very hard time, and this was because I was working night crew, so I was working from midnight to 8:30 in the morning. And I was up and down, up and down, up and down, on my feet 24/7. The only time I got to sit down was during my lunch, was a 30-minute lunch, and then like some breaks here and there. But it was painful, and again, I had to do it. Gotta pay the bills somehow, right? So you gotta do what you gotta do, girl. At this point, the baby would move around all day, and I can actually feel her all day, which is awesome, because at first I couldn't feel her at all, and I would just get excited if I felt a little flutter or a little kick here and there. But now she like does it like for a longer period of time, and then she'll stop, and then she'll do it again for a longer period of time, which is awesome. And at this point I was actually able to play tag with her. So like I poke her, she poked me back. It was kind of cool. We had like a little connection bond there, so it was awesome, or whatever. That's where my chocolate craving begins. I have been craving chocolate ever since this week. It is not something that I usually eat. The only time I ever really ate it was when I was like about to start my period, and now. So I've been craving like fudge stickles, like those popsicles, some like ho-hos, kisses, I mean ice cream. It's just all over the place. Like I made Shane drive me to go to Baskin Robbins. I was like, I'll pay. Like I need this ice cream like right now. Week 23 is when I also was having trouble sleeping because of my stomach. My stomach is getting bigger It's harder to move around at night to get comfortable. So I recommend getting a maternity pillow. Those things are amazing. I love mine, and I thank my mom and dad for that because they are the best for getting me that, because that thing is a lifesaver and it's so comfortable. Shane even steals it, so that's saying something. Week 24, nausea returns. My nausea returned, guys. Cheese, ground beef. Can't do it. Can't do it. This is week 24 is when I started also getting heat flashes. Heat flashes suck. I get hot all the time now. Like, my hands right now are like sweating. That's really weird to say. Yeah, I'm really warm all the time, which is awesome because it's winter time still, so it's still cold outside and my body is like really hot, and I could just walk outside and it's just like it cools off. So I couldn't imagine going through my pregnancy during the summertime. I feel like that would absolutely suck. So we gotta plan accordingly next time. But it is, yeah, it's just the heat flashes, especially at night, it wakes me up and I'm like dripped in sweat, and Shane thinks it's so gross. He's like, wakes up in the middle of the night, he's like, ugh, like I'm like dripping in sweat. I kid you not. I have 2 fans on, I have the window open, and like I said, it is winter time, so Shane is freezing his ass off and he refuses to turn on the heater at night. So that's how we live. I can feel my hips whitening, and that's really weird to say, but I could feel the pull, I could feel the stretch. I know that that's why my hips have been hurting, and because of my back, I could feel it just all just coming apart, which is insane to say, but it's like, it doesn't happen all the time, and I don't feel it constantly. It's just like one day I have it really bad, you know, and then the next day I'm fine, but the 2 days later I have it again. So it's just kind of one of those things. This is where I started having minor ligament pain, you know, just really low down there. You can feel your stomach growing. It's like, you know, your stomach's pulling, so you know that that's where that ligament pain is coming from. And then also stomach would tighten. It tightens up sometimes, which can be very discomforting, but I mean, you get over it. It's nothing that you can't deal with. It's not that bad. It's just uncomfortable for the time being. But yeah, it just gets real tight sometimes, and I think it's because she's pushing up against me with her back, and so that definitely, you know, doesn't feel the best, but it's just like pushing on your skin, so it just kind of tightens up. Week 24 is also the week that I started school back up, which is awesome, and I'm very proud of myself. And even though she's going to be due the week of finals, I'm still going through with it, and my teachers are all amazing and they're all very helpful. So this concludes my week 20 through 24 video of my pregnancy so far, and Shane is watching me through the door. And any YouTuber knows that when people watch you while you're filming, it is very uncomfortable.
Bye all peoples.
Bye guys, thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm back because I forgot to show you guys my bump update. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now and show you guys like the line and stuff that I was talking about before. So give me 1 second. Okay, so this is the bump. I'm currently 25 weeks pregnant. This is what it looks like when I pull it all down. I have no stretch marks in the back yet. I have none on the front. You can see like where my legging line is, but if you look closely, you can see there's a really dark line right here, and that is from my stomach growing. My stomach's very pointy, but I love it. It's so cute. Thanks guys, thank you for watching. All right, bye.